I gotta plug in my other phone. It's dead and I did not know it. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me messages. Ouch. Use you guys as a mirror again. Straighten out my hair. Oh dear, dear, dear. Welcome in. Say hi. How you doing? I am just chilling for the moment. That's about all I'm doing right now. Good afternoon, morning, or evening, whatever time it is for you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Me, it's afternoon. I'm just chilling. Gonna be starting a cooking stream here pretty soon. Hi, everybody, stop in, say hi. How's everybody doing today? Hi, first one to show up today. How you doing, honey? Good, how are you doing, love? I have not seen you on my channel before. Where are you from? Hi, everybody, stop in, say hi. Let me know how your day is going. I'm going to put a Q&A up there in a minute. Just don't know what I want on there yet. I was chilling, relaxing before I make lasagna. Oh, Hermesha, that is awesome. Hey, pretty girl. How are you doing? Hey, Ink Demon. You came. How you doing? I am... what time is it where I am? It is 12:40 in the afternoon. I'm going to be making lasagna today, Ink Demon. Oh, good Lord, it's late for you. Well, I guess not. It's only 8 o'clock. 8:40. I guess not too late. I am from the U.S. I live in Nebraska. I don't have too many people show up from Russia. That's awesome. I'm glad to have you in here. Yes. I haven't made lasagna in years, so we'll see how this turns out. Ooh, 9:40 in the morning or at night? Oh, so you're 3 hours behind me. It's been a long time since I made lasagna. Yep. Why Oklahoma? Just out of curiosity. I've never lived in Oklahoma. I think I've, don't even think I've actually drove through Oklahoma. I don't know. Not sure. Oh, thank you, pretty girl. I appreciate it. That is so awesome. I've made lasagna as in I bought it from the store and threw it in the oven, but I've never made it from scratch. And I have, but not for a long, long time. Um, I bought Stouffer's and throw it in the oven, but um, I have not made it from scratch for a long time. And mainly because it is expensive to make it. It's not cheap, especially with the prices now. I mean, the bag of cheese I got, which I don't think it's going to even be enough, um, was $10 alone. And then the hamburger, it's just really expensive to make it right now. Sad part is, it's probably cheaper just to buy Stouffer's and throw it in the oven. But that wouldn't make for a really good long stream. And my husband does love my homemade lasagna, so he is like super excited because it's been so long since I made it. Oh my gosh, 4 likes. And I've only been on for 8 minutes. This is freaking awesome. Super kick. How you doing, love? Wow. That is super awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's like a big, big help. How you doing, Super Kick? Where are you from? It is super expensive right now. Oh, I spent $600 on groceries, and it's gonna last me for like a week and a half. It is super expensive. Richard, how you doing, honey? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Something else. How you doing, honey? I have to agree, but we're not gonna try to make this a political stream. I really don't do political streams, but I do agree with you. All right, here's my question for the day. Have a junk drawer. I don't know who many people that don't have a junk drawer, but we'll see how many people answer this one. That's what my suggestion for a question came up as, so that we're going to do that. Tell us about Nebraska, something cool. Well, uh, I will tell you, there is a lot of small towns around here. But when you go into like Kearney, which is a bigger area, there is a lot to do. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of activities for my kids. There's a lot of clubs. And I absolutely love the school here for my kids. Um, there's like so many different restaurants you can eat at. There's actually 2 game stores I can go to play my magic at. The gathering with my kids and hang out with them and have fun. There's so much stuff you can do. You can do fishing here. You can do um, a lot of parks around here. You take your kids to. They do have a lot of. They have 2 different swimming pools around here. It's really good. This area, yes. I would say it is a safe place. Just like any place, it's got crime in it, but um, I can let my kids out and go to the gas station right at the end of the road, which is what I absolutely love. Like right there is the gas station. So if I need to go to the gas, if they want to go get a snack, I'm not too worried about them walking by themselves because it's like right there. So that is super neat. Um, there are plenty of jobs here. Um, well, there's plenty of jobs, but too many people that need a job at the moment. So it's still hard to get a job because there's so many applicants applying for those jobs. But there are plenty of jobs. Um, I think this is a very safe place. The scenery isn't as nice as it is back east. I miss the scenery back east. Um, yeah, a lot more trees and a lot more green scenery and back east than you do here. But I am impressed with how many trees are in my area right now. I mean, there are a lot of trees in this area of the town, which is nice. Oh, let me see a profile picture. Can't see it very well, but I'll go back on um when I get off of here, I'll go and take a better look at it. But I am going to go ahead and get started on dinner because it's now 1 o'clock and it usually takes me 2 to 3 hours to make it. So I think I'm going to get started. And I want to get my bathroom cleaned today. So I might throw a little bit of cleaning in there for those that like to watch it. I'm sure I will. I am absolutely sure I will like it. But good news is I'm so close to 700 subscribers, guys. So close. I only think I need like 14 more subscribers. And then I've hit 700. Probably 13 more since the pretty girl subscribed. So I might only need 13 more subscribers. Yes, it is super nice. And I've had a big help with one of my other subscribers. It has really, really helped me improve my videos. He has been such a big help, and I gave him a shout out on my other videos. And that's Beachy570. He's been a big help, and so has a lot of his subscribers have subscribed to my channel, and so it's been a really big help. And another one that has been a big help and a big supporter is at Duke Luke Garage. I got a lot of subscribers from him as well. You guys should go check out his channel when you get a chance, because he is absolutely amazing making this bus that he's going to live into. He's redoing a bus, and he's going to live in it, and it's coming along. He's starting to put in the flooring, and it's really nice. It's a lot of fun to watch. So if you get a chance, go to at Duke Garage. At Duke Luke Garage. And I will probably put his channel and a hashtag in my description. So when this uploads, if you don't remember that, that's fine. Go through, if you go through in my description, his hashtag will be there, and I will probably put Beachy 570 in there as well. And Ink Demon, I'm gonna put yours in there this time, and Cool Kids as well. So give you guys a shout out too. So anybody that's in here that sees the guy in blue, that is Ink Demon. He has been my mod for like almost right through the beginning. So no, it's not cold, unfortunately. I've had that out of the refrigerator for a while, so it's not as cold as I would like it. But check out his channel. Ink Demon is a great supporter. He's got great videos on in there, so please, please check out his channel. So does anybody have a junk drawer? I actually do not at the moment. I usually do, but at the moment my stuff is pretty organized, and then it's where it's supposed to be. I guess about the closest thing into a junk drawer we have right now is where we keep our mail. Probably the closest thing. Thank you. I am so happy for that. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Stop in, say hi. I'm just chilling before I go make some lasagna. Ink Demon, did you see the latest on Miss Leo? I did a video with Miss Leo. I didn't know if you saw it or not. We got 4 more weeks before the kittens are here. 4 more weeks before the kittens are here. We're going to see how Miss Leo acts to the kittens. Oh, you were gone the whole time. I gave you a shout out and everything. What the hell, Ink Demon? Oh, shit. Now, I was asking if you saw the latest video of Miss Leo. Oh, you're going to check out Miss Leo right now. Okay. Yeah, I did a video for yesterday. Alright, time to get off my lazy butt and let's get some cleaning done and get some dinner done. I'm going to see how long my knee will last. I've been having a hard time with my knee today, so I might have to take breaks in between. So keep you on camera, but we're going to see how long I can stand on it today. Oh my gosh, it hurts. Bitter. Alright, let's go do some cooking and cleaning. Oh, stop in, everybody. Say hi. You're traveling inside with me. I'm going to do some cooking and cleaning. And my kids did a wonderful job. Beautiful job. Except they did not do my crock pot. So I'm going to get one of them out here so I can start my crock pot. Kenneth, that food never got put, and this wasn't on you. That food never got put away in the crock pot. I need that food put away in the crock pot washed. Like quickly, because I'm going to start dinner. Alex just got done working a 12-hour shift. And get that food away, put away. And that, these guys did an absolutely wonderful job. My hamburger is still pretty frozen. So I'm going to try to go a little more unthawed. Because I like to put a lot of meat into my, I like to put a lot of meat into my lasagna. So, yes, I am going to show you how to make lasagna. Or at least how I make lasagna. Right now, I got to get my ingredients out for it, which are up in my cupboard. My hamburger is still pretty frozen. I don't really like to cook my hamburger frozen, but I just may not have a choice at this point in time. I may have to cook my hamburger frozen. I do not like to do that. But I might not have a choice. But anyways, got my tomato sauce. I don't even use pre-made seasoned tomato sauce when I do my lasagna. I season my own stuff. So I just get, now you can easily go get Prego and use anything you want to. I just use plain tomato sauce because I do my own seasonings. That is so great. I'm so glad you want to see this. I love showing off my cooking. It makes me super happy to show off all my cooking. So that is so awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And we are going to get all this tomato sauce down. And I should have some tomato paste. And yep, there it is. Tomato paste. I only use that if I have to. Depends on how greasy my hamburger is. Sometimes the greasy hamburger can get really greasy and kind of make it so where your stuff isn't as thick. Now, because I am feeding a house of 10 people, I will be doing 2 dishes of it. One dish will be with peppers, onions, and all that in it for those that like it. And the other one will be awesome. I figured you might want to see that. And one of them will be without peppers, onions, and all of that because not everybody likes peppers and onions in the house. So Um, I've never really had somebody that's Italian judged by food. They would probably be really upset with me because, from what I understand, I had a lead of the last place I worked. She was one of my bosses, and she likes to put sugar in her spaghetti sauce. But from what I understand, if you're Italian, you do not put sugar in your spaghetti sauce. I do. I like to get that little bit of sweetness and tang. I don't put a ton. No, what are you doing? Just use the other one. Just use the other one. Here, I'll clean it out. Just get me a thing. Anyways. I'll just clean it out.
I'm sorry? I didn't know what to do with all the Tupperware.
I will. I don't know. Probably in the other one.
Just look there.
Oh, look again. You guys probably used up all the Tupperware. I don't know. But I'm going to put it in this bowl for now until you guys find something. Until you find something. Because I got to get this cleaned. My crock pot didn't get cleaned. So we're going to clean that real quick. This is still on warm. This is what I made for dinner last night. It's been on warm just because
Can I use this?
I didn't know who was going to have it for
Looks like all the Tupperware is being
dinner.
used.
So I'm going to
I can use this and put a lid on it.
put this in the fridge. I don't have a lid for that, Kenny.
No?
No.
Can't just use one of the pot lids?
Nope. So what I want to do, what I'm gonna do, because I can't, I am going to get one of my large freezer bags. I'm gonna put it in here, and if you can, just put it out there for Bobby for when he wants it. He might want to take it to lunch. I don't know. But we're just gonna stick it in here.
If he's going to take it to lunch.
I don't really have the room in here right now. So that's why I wanted you to put it out there. So because I do not have a lid for this bowl, making my life easier, take this when you have an issue like this. If you have a large freezer bag, just throw it in there. Make sure all the air is out. Kind of push it down and then zip it up and put it in the refrigerator. That's kind of how you cheat on that one. Well, provided it wants to seal and cooperate, is always nice. But it does not. Son of a moose.
It is sealed.
It isn't. You hear that clicking? It is not sealed. You hear all that clicking? I'll tell you, it's not sealed. Here, more clicking. There you go. We can go all the way across. Now you know it's sealed. So, that'll go out there. Alright, so we're going to put this in here. I still do not have hot water. Because I still do not have hot water, I am going to boil some water so I can clean out my crock pot. Sorry, I did not turn you guys around. I should have when I was doing this, but give me 1 second, you will have my attention again. Alright. I'm going to put this on the stove. There's that, because I'm going to have to boil that. I could use my smaller crock pot for the sauce and the hamburger, but I don't think there's going to be enough room. Because when I say I'm making a lot, I'm making a lot. So I don't think there's going to be enough room. Hey! Eminer, how you doing? You look like you got a question. What is your question? And I'll be happy to answer it for you. It's because I'm waiting for that water to boil, and because I'm waiting for that water to boil so I can wash out my crock pot. I'm gonna go ahead and put in my sauce into this bowl, and I'm gonna get out my seasonings, and I'm gonna start boiling. No, I don't want to boil my noodles yet. Not yet. Wait a minute, what time is it? Yes, I want to boil my noodles. I do. I will start boiling the lasagna. And I'm going to start boiling these. You do not cook your lasagna all the way through. You only cook it like halfway through. So that way you won't have runny lasagna. If you put your noodles in there raw without cooking at all, then you run the risk of having gummy noodles. So you cook them long enough so where they're like al dente. And if you do that, it soaks up the sauce so you don't have runny lasagna. You don't have gummy noodles. I learned that a long time ago. The first time I made lasagna. I learned from my first stepmother, and she used to make it with raw lasagna, raw noodles, and noodles is not really the correct term. The dish itself is called lasagna, but so are the pasta part of it is called lasagna too. But if you put it in there raw, you're gonna end up with gummy noodles. And I learned that from when she cooked it, and then when I try to cook it the same way. So, and then I tried doing it so I cooked the noodles all the way through, and then I ended up with runny lasagna. So, ooh, like in the movies. Thank you, Hate Demon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't go as far as chef, but I absolutely do love cooking. So we're going to put some water in this. This is my big pot I'm using. I want to make sure I'm not short on my noodles. So I am going to get out so I want to make sure I make enough lasagna, but I don't want to overdo it and have extra as well. At least too many extra. So I will get out my baking pans. And it's so hard to do this pot with this in here. So we're just going to do this to make it easier on me. Because I got both of my sinks filled. I am going to kind of try to judge it. See how many will fit in a pan. One of my baking dishes. And how many layers I do it with, and that'll pretty much tell me only 2 cheeses. I only use 3 cheeses. I'll end up using 3 this time. I do not put cottage cheese in my lasagna. I know a lot of Americans do. I do not. I put ricotta cheese. I use ricotta, sharp cheddar, and mozzarella. That is what I will be using. That'll be my 3 cheese lasagna. 3 cheese and meat. I do not like, we're going to switch this. I do not like, there we go. Much better. There we go. So that's just my personal preference. Alright, so I'm going to get out my spices to go with my sauce. We will be putting in there black pepper. Alright, we'll be putting in black pepper. We will also be putting in paprika. I use paprika in just about every single thing I cook. I will be putting in thyme leaves. I will be putting bay leaves in my sauce. They will not go in the lasagna itself, but it will go in the crock pot and the sauce. So I am using bay leaves as well. And I have my Italian seasoning. Which has basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, and savory sage. Does have all that, so I think because of that, I will not actually use my thyme leaves because it's already in. There's no sense in wasting my thyme leaves because it is in the other thing. So I will not be doing that. Now I am going to find it. If I can find it, I'm going to put celery salt in there as well. If I can figure out what I did with my celery salt. But this is my spice cupboard. I have a lot of spices. I turned off the camera. Not what I meant to do. But that is my spice cupboard. Spices down here. So it usually takes me a minute to find my damn spices. Celery salt, and I'm going to put a little Cajun spicy in there. My boys here likes their stuff have a little kick to it, so I will be putting some Cajun seasoning in there. When I make like my sloppy joes, I put chili powder in there to give it a little bit of a kick, and I will also be putting ground cumin in there, and I will be putting turmeric. So these are the spices that I will be using for my sauce. They're right there. Yes, the more spices I have, the happier I am. I love having a whole bunch of spices. I have some spices I actually used this for the first time yesterday. It's a salted caramel with pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt is actually really good for you compared to other salts. And I put it in my French toast to give it a little bit of sweet and salty in it. So nobody could really taste it. So I don't think I put enough in it. Or instead of trying me putting it in my mix, I think next time I'm going to sprinkle it on the top of my French toast instead of putting it in my batter. And I think that's what I'm going to try because nobody could really taste it. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. I did not, I could not stand on my knee this morning very well. So I did not do a breakfast stream like I wanted to. So I had a hard time getting on my knee. So, and my breakfast streams are usually 2 to 3 hours long. When I cook, it takes me a while. One, I enjoy it, so I take my time. I don't rush through it. Two, I'm always trying new things, and I enjoy talking to you guys at the same time, so sometimes I get distracted. So yes, it takes me longer to prepare my stuff than it does others. And I accidentally opened up the tomato paste, so I hope I do end up needing it. Which I probably will. I usually do end up needing it. So, right now, I'm going to make this. I'm going to put a lot of spices in it. And I'm going to make it I'm going to make it really heavy with spices. Because once I get my crock pot washed out, I'll end up adding more sauce to this. And so it will even out in the end. I'll leave the smaller cans for in case I need them. I start with my bigger cans, and I only have the smaller cans just in case I need just a little more sauce and not a lot more sauce. So I always start out with my bigger cans first. And I let my cans set down on the counter, because as you can see, with it just sitting down, you can see all the sauce coming down to the end. I'm not going to waste that. So, and I'm not going to even waste the sauce that are on my lids. I'm going to take my spatula, and I'm going to wipe off the sauce into this. I'm trying to give you guys a good angle here. I'm just going to wipe off my sauce into here. Every little bit counts, especially with the price of everything right now. Some people say, oh, it's not worth my time. Well, the way I look at it is I have nothing better to do right now. So it's worth my time. Because even that little bit of sauce saved me a penny. At this point in time, a penny is everything. So it's really totally up to anybody. It's not a bad thing if they don't. It's not a bad thing if they do. It's just what I like to do. Same thing with my cooking when you watch it. If anybody has a suggestion where they think I could do better at it, or, they have a better idea than what I do, by all means, please leave a message with me. Leave it in the chat, or leave it in the comments after this video publishes, or even in a different video. You can watch any of my videos and leave a comment. I read all of them. I'm not so big that I do not have the time. I know the ones with freaking millions of comments a day. They don't have time to read all the comments. I do. I'm not that big yet. I'm hoping to get that big, but I'm not there yet. Alright. I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to put this in there. And we're going to scrape it out. Now, I don't have my big light on because it flickers. Now, if you guys are having a hard time seeing this, please let me know. And I will gladly turn on the light. I do not mind. But the damn thing flickers, and after a while it does get hard on the eyes. I do not like tomato sauce by itself, no, unless I season it. When I season my tomato sauce, I can eat it by the spoonful. And the funny thing is I cannot stand tomatoes. I love tomato sauce, but I cannot stand tomatoes. I know I'm weird. Now, the pot is starting to boil. I do put oil in my lasagna. I do not usually put oil in anything else because I'm constantly stirring it. The lasagna is so quick to stick together. I think it sticks worse together than freaking spaghetti does. So I am going to put oil into lasagna. And once again, that could be a matter of opinion, but alright, so we're going to put a lot of pepper. You guys are going to see a lot. And like I said, I'm going to add more sauce. So it'll even out. But yes, you will see a lot of pepper. Because it will even out. I do not measure anything. Everything to me, I just do by taste. And I don't know why I thought I heard somebody just say hello. So I'm going to check that out real quick. I didn't hear somebody say hello. Alright everybody, Casper is in the house because everybody is asleep except for Kenny and he is on the PlayStation. So, and my husband and my daughter are gone out of the house. So I think Casper is in the house somewhere. Alright, so I've got that in. We're going to throw some bay leaves in there. I'll have to try them. I have never tried them. More dry garlic. I don't have garlic in there just yet. And I'm actually going to put minced garlic in there. I have a jar of minced garlic and I'm actually going to put that inside my that way it gets that really, 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 really garlicky taste. I love to have garlic in mine, and let me see here, I've got it here somewhere. Let's see here, yes. I have my minced garlic right here. So a lot of that is going to go inside my sauce once I start cooking it. I can't remember if I actually put ground cumin in there or not. I don't think I did. I think I just set it there. I don't think I put it in there yet. Crap. I think I did with the soy sauce, but I did not with the cumin. So, there's 1, 2, 3. Put some bay leaves in there so it can cook down. We are going to get this pot of water off the stove. Bring you guys around here because I got to get this crock pot washed. I got to get it on there. I got to get it heated up so I can really do my sauce and start cooking down my hamburger because I really need to cook down my hamburger. Yes, this water is still super hot, but I'm used to messing with the heat, so it's not bad on my hands. My children, on the other hand, would not dare stick their hands in this water. And I'm only using really the fingertips of my hands. If I were to stick my whole hand in this water, it would be super freaking hot. Um, but a lot of grease and tomato sauce and everything is going down this drain, so I want this water super hot. So I make sure nothing gets clogged in my drain. Use a little bit of last hot water that's left. Do another scrub on it. Sorry I can't see the chat right now, so if anybody is coming in to see what I'm doing, welcome, welcome. I got Inkdew in there that will welcome you as well. He is an excellent moderator, and he will give you heads up on everything I am doing, and if he can answer a question, he will. As soon as I can look at the chat again, I absolutely will. I don't know if anybody's even joined again. Alright, that is done. That is done, and I took my turned my crock pot on to high. Oh, okay. Well, I am glad you guys have stuck around. I appreciate that. Back to seasoning this. I'm letting my crock pot heat up a little bit, and then I will put the spaghetti sauce in there. Um, Still cannot remember if I put any cumin in there. I don't think I did. So I'm going to put some in there now. Turmeric, I do not think I put any of that in there as well. Cajun, I don't put a ton of turmeric in it. I put a little bit, but it's actually supposed to be for paprika, I believe I did. Celery salt, I know I did. Pepper I put in there, and I put Italian seasoning in there, which I'm probably going to put a little bit more. Anyway, okay. Now, because I am going to start up this, I'm going to put my garlic in there, whisk it all, or mix it all around, and then when it starts cooking, when the garlic, or when the seasoning starts cooking into the sauce, I add a little bit of a big spoon. When it starts cooking into the sauce, that spoon's too big and I'm getting more juice than I am garlic, so I don't want to take all the juice out of my garlic. There we go. When I start cooking it down and I start tasting the spices, that will tell me whether or not I need to add more spices or whether or not I need to add more sauce. Which is why I did not open up all my sauces. I don't need to, I don't want to use them. If I need to, I got them. That type of thing. Now I'm gonna add a hint of sugar. I'm not gonna add a lot, because I am adding a lot of cheese to it. I don't want to add a ton of sugar. I'm just gonna grab my sugar. I'm not even gonna pull the whole thing out. I'm just gonna grab a handful of sugar because I'm not gonna use a lot. I'm not gonna even bring out my whole thing of sugar. That's all I'm gonna use. That's all I want to use. I don't want to use a ton of it because then you make your sauce too sweet, and not everybody likes the sweet sauce. Alright. And now we're going to put this in my crock pot. And I'm probably going to make some homemade garlic bread. All I have is just regular bread, but I'm going to cook down some garlic butter and minced garlic. Or no, sorry, some garlic. Minced garlic and butter. I'm going to cook that down together later tonight. And put it on my bread and toast it in the oven tonight for garlic bread. All I have is the thin sliced sandwich bread, or I don't have like French bread or anything like that. Once again, you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's about what I can afford. So, that's probably what I'm gonna do for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead, wash this out in cold water. I don't need to sanitize. I didn't have any raw meat in there. I didn't have anything that could hurt anybody. I had spaghetti sauce. I am not worried about using hot water for something like this. But I want to clean up as I go. So, and I didn't put anything to make it greasy, so voila, done. So I did not bother to use hot water. And cold water really helps keep stains out of your dishes and everything else. Anything with stains, period. You're trying to get rid of the stain. You always want to use cold water. It actually is better than hot water. And okay, grab my lid. Where they leaves. I dropped on the floor. And now I'm going to put most of my spices up, but not all of them, because I will be using some of the spices for my hamburger. And because I am using some hamburger, I'm going to be putting it in this pot. All the water drained out. So I'm only using half of this because I already got half a thing in there. So I'm not going to use a full half of it. So I'm going to get my big knife. And I'm going to cut part of this off. I don't want to waste it, so I'll let it come off, put it in there. Instead of it dropping down in the water. And honestly, my sink is clean. If it dropped in the water, I was just getting it out anyways. And still use it. We're going to try to cut through this. There we go. It's still frozen. I don't have a choice but to use it. I don't, like I said before, I don't like to use frozen hamburger, but it is what it is at this point in time. So I'm going to throw that in my pot. And I'm using this because I'm making so much. It's much easier using this than a stupid frying pan or a skillet, because I'm using too much for that. So that is the end of this hamburger. A little water got on it. It's not going to hurt it. And I am going to wrap this up. Once again, I don't have something big enough necessarily for this. So I'll show you what I do. I take a Walmart bag and I put it in a Walmart bag. I'll put it in this Walmart bag right here. Make sure all the air is out from there over here, and I will tie it. I'll tie it just like that. Make sure there's no air. All can come out. And we'll get another Walmart bag. Because it is frozen, I can't really break it down very well. And I don't have the time right now to do it. So once again, I'm going to tie this just like this. This one just like this. Let's see here. So we can get this a little bit better. Maybe we can tie it around this way. It's not going to. This one's being a little more difficult. But that's alright. I'm just double tying it this way anyways. And that's just to make sure I do not get blood or anything around here. Then this can go in the fridge. If I can get somebody to take this to the outside fridge.
1 second.
No. I can. I can wash my hands. Everybody just came back from a walk. They went down to the bricks. So now I gotta wash my hands. Hey, Demon's on there. You wanna say hi, my love?
Hi, Demon.
Oh, and he wants to do digital Mason Circus too.
Amazing digital circus.
Something like that. He
Nice.
watched it. I told him he would be super excited to hear that.
Yeah. Dry your hands.
So something that she had.
I gotta dry my hands now.
I'm just saying, you said that she had to.
Hi, Erica. How you doing, love? Thank you for joining me, sweetheart.
Close your eyes. Once you're done, close your eyes and hold out your hands.
Alright, I'll make sure they're dry. Okay, I'm closing my eyes, holding out my hands.
Open it.
Oh! Oh!
Read it.
I am. Oh, you are such a
I don't think you want to hug
sweetheart.
me. I'm
I
sorry.
do not. Get the fuck away from me. She's all sweaty. This is what my daughter just got me. It's a watch over voodoo. Mom, you are my guardian angel, my heart mender, my best friend. Love you. Watch over Mom. And that almost makes me want to cry.
You give me a hug right now?
Nope. Best mom ever. Go take a shower and I'll give you a hug.
I can't. I think that's just going to go to the shower.
That is so freaking cool. That is so awesome. And this, I will keep with me wherever I go. That's awesome. Thank you, my love. All right. It is a voodoo doll. It's supposed to keep me safe from any harm. That is my girl. She is so sweet. All right. Back to my cooking. I know this is boiling now, so we're gonna move this. So while I'm cooking my hamburger, I'll use that back one for my hamburger. My front one over here does not work, so I have to use my back one. If I try to put my pot back there, it won't fit because of this big pot. So this is where I gotta maneuver. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna get my other hamburger that's already completely thawed out. And that hamburger is right here. No, it's not. It's like I guess there's a lot to it. I've read up on it, but basically it's just it is a curse doll, but it's a good curse. It's supposed to watch over me, protect me, and
You busy at the moment?
so that was the whole point of that. What?
You busy?
Why?
I want to see the pictures and put the person.
Just a minute, just because I'm in the middle of doing this, but as soon as I get done with this, my attention's all yours, my love.
Alright.
But I got to get all this hamburger and everything started, because if I do not get this in the crock pot, I will not get this in the oven before 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I know what style I want to wear when going back to school.
Okay, give me 1 second, baby, alright? And I'm not trying to ignore you, I gotta get this in the oven. Give me 1 second. Alright, I gotta get the hamburger cooked and in the crock pot, because I won't get it in the oven until really late if I don't. Alright guys, for my seasoning for my hamburger, I just do a light little bit of everything and cook it down. No, he was not being rude, Erica, honey. He was being far from it. He said it looked cursed because it is a cursed doll. He was absolutely right. He was not being rude. He was just stating an opinion. I've been on my channel long enough. No, I welcome anybody's opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. That includes you. You are allowed to have your opinion, and you thought it was rude, and that's fine. But I I'm just letting you know he was not meaning for it to be rude. I don't think you will ever see Ink Demon come on this channel and be rude to me or any of you, because that is not who he is. But thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it, Erica, but that was not his intent. Anyways, my spices are in there for the hamburger. I am going to turn this on to, because I have some stuff that's frozen in there. So I'm going to turn it kind of low, put a lid on it, and just let it cook. It is 1:48. Now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start my noodles. Oh, that's cooking. I need somebody to grab me the lid for my pot, please. And we're gonna put these in here. I did not count my dish like I wanted to, so I'm gonna kind of do it in my head. I'll probably do 6 on the bottom, 6
Mama, I'm
of
having a
these
banana.
for each thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do at least 3 layers, so I'm going to do 18. I'm going to do at least 36 of these. 40 to be on the safe side.
Mama,
1,
I'm having a banana.
2, 3, 4. And I forgot my oil. Damn it. Alright, let me get my oil in there real quick, because if I don't, they're going to stick together.
Oh.
And what I use is olive oil. I will use olive oil for this. Put some olive oil in there so they do not stick. Sorry, I didn't have it turned the right way. Thank you. So that is there. Alex, you need to go to bed. Nobody else bother Alex, please. Poor kid is tired. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm pretty much going to use 2 boxes by the looks of it, which is fine. I'm just going to stick with using 2 boxes. Because I don't want to open a box and not end up using it. Any of them, so they'll give me a little bit more than what I need. That way, if I misjudged, I got that a little bit of extra. So that is absolutely fine. What I am going to do before I put any more in, so I'm going to start stirring those ones. They're down at the bottom so they don't start getting stuck. So I'm going to I use my tongs for that.
Am I allowed to make myself a sandwich?
But I need my longer tongs, not these. Can you just wait long enough for me to finish what I'm doing, please?
Sorry.
Alright, so we are I don't want to break them up. I want to be extra careful. I do not want to break them up. But I want to get them so they make sure they're not going to stick. Okay. Now I'm going to start putting the rest of them in. And now I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit so the water doesn't boil over. And we're going to mix these up one more time. So I'm doing everything I can not to break these up. So I want them as whole as possible. Some of them have already broke. Not that huge of a deal, but I would like to not do it. But I'm going to turn this down. The reason being is these metal pans get super, super hot. And if you don't cook this on a lower heat, the bottom of it gets so damn hot and you end up getting your noodles to stick to the bottom. And it's just a big freaking mess. So I put it on a lower heat. They cook them on a lower heat when it comes to this metal pot. This metal pot can be really tricky because it gets super, super hot. Part of me thinks this is not going to be enough noodles. If it is not, it's not a big deal because I can noodles are easy to cook. So I can quickly make some more. It's the sauce that takes forever to get done. So I'm going to check on my sauce. And then we're going to cut up some onions and peppers. I'm going to have my husband, if he can, cut me up some onion. He just got back from a walk, so I don't know how willing he's going to be able to do that. Oh, it's a big leaf. Why do we have a big leaf?
I found it on the ground. It's my leaf.
It's your leaf.
Also,
I have to show it. Big leaf.
Nova found
Showing a
this.
really freaking big leaf out on the ground outside.
Nova found
That's a
this on
big
the
ass
ground,
leaf.
too. I decided to keep it because no one else wanted it.
Aww. I never found this. You know what this reminds me of? You guys should look up the song. $9.99.
I'm gonna, when we get the
He's
money,
missing his arms, his legs. Reminds me of the song $9.99. You should look it up. It is cute. Alright, there's my sauce. I did do a little bit of taste to it. It still has a bit of a tang in it. I may add some more sugar a little bit later. I'll see exactly how it tastes as soon as I add my Parmesan to it and everything else. And I may not add more to it. I really don't taste any of the like Cajun seasoning or anything. But nothing's really cooked down in it yet. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit more. Some more paprika. Then I'm going to let it cook down. Because I can taste the garlic. But I think I'll taste more of that garlic once it cooks down. So we're going to get the lid for that washed. And it's from yesterday. It still has not been washed. I'm going to get that lid washed. We're going to start cutting some peppers and onions. Well, I'm going to get my husband to cut the onions. I'm going to cut the pepper, and we're going to get those fried up. And we'll put those in the sauce as well. What? I can't hear you. You guys come in here. The water is running. I will see. It depends on how tired I am. This all washed. And it is going on here. There we go. That is going to I'm gonna put it on low. Hamburger is cooking. See if we need to stir it up a little bit. Part of it is still frozen. Go. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Alright. That is cooking. That is cooking. Do not want to overcook these, so I gotta wash these. Remember, I only want them al dente. And this looks like this is how I want it. A little bit of limp. How limp they are. So, don't want to cook too much more. Maybe just a little bit more. Enough for me to get a sip of iced tea and step outside real quick. And then we will take that off and then we will rinse them in cold water. When it comes to your spaghetti, when you're cooking your spaghetti, you do not want to put it under cold water. Some people do, and I used to make the same mistake. Do not put your spaghetti under cold water because what it does is that starch that's on your noodles, it helps the spaghetti, the sauce, stick to your spaghetti. But when it comes to your lasagna, um, you want to rinse them off in cold water so they stop cooking from the heat from the lasagna. And since I'm not putting it to, and it's a lot easier to handle. So when it comes to your lasagna, you do want to run it under cold water. But you do not want to necessarily run your spaghetti over cold water. If you do, very, very little water, because you are rinsing that starch off the spaghetti itself. I know, I don't know what happened to your arms and legs. That's why I told you should check out the song. It's from Casper Baby Pants. It's called 9.99, and that's why that reminded me of that.
We sell cars and stormtroopers. Stormtroopers? Yeah. People deck down the floor.
Noah, shall I turn the camera on you when you start singing? No.
I want to be the very best.
All right. Trenton wants to, apparently.
Nah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn. Nobody wants to be the star of the show. What the hell?
I wish I had some jelly to go with the bread that I bought.
Are you hungry?
A little bit.
You want a sandwich?
Oh, do we have some? That's a stupid question. Of course we have some left.
We have a little bit left. We have a small bowl of it left.
Okay.
It's outside.
Fine, I'll just turn it off.
We have a little bit left. It just got put in the
Just
refrigerator.
Mom's going to leave the living
I
room.
might, but I was mainly wanting the jelly and bread because I want an excuse to eat my bread.
Oh, you want oh, your sourdough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. I wouldn't need an excuse with homemade sourdough.
Looks like it's about to be soon.
What?
Alex had to turn his stuff down.
Why?
Because it was your phone.
To turn off my music.
I never said that.
Oh. No, you're good. Alex, nobody can talk to you. All right, here we go. We're taking a small break. No, but Alright, sorry I left you guys. I apologize. But unfortunately, that comes with having children. We just have to stop and direct and teach, and I don't always like to do it on camera. So, I apologize for that, but I am back. I kicked my own subscribers out of my house. That was not my intention, but that is kind of funny. Oh shit. That is too funny. Not what I meant to do. Sorry, Ink Demon. Oh shit. Oh, you were too much. I am so sorry for that. It was too funny. I didn't even look at it that way. I had every intention to sit out here with you guys. And I had to go back in there and teach Kenny how to do the noodles real quick. I completely forgot you guys. I am so sorry. Oh, damn. It did feel like you guys got kicked out of my house, though, didn't it? That's too funny. Oh, shit. Leave it to me to accidentally kick my subscribers out of my house. I don't think I've ever seen somebody do that before. It's too funny. Oh shit. Oh, that is too funny. Well, apparently you just did see it. Shit. You'd have to be really pissed off with your subscribers to do that. And if that is the case, then you don't need to be a YouTuber. My husband is cutting up the onions right now, so I've stayed out of the house for the moment because they hurt me so bad. And I've said that in my previous videos. Onions are very painful for me to do, so he is doing my onions for me, and then I will do the peppers and the peppers. There is no and the. It's just the peppers. Okay, hopefully I will have my sauce done, peppers done, and everything done. Um, by well, everything will be in the crock pot. Hopefully by 2:45, and then I'll leave the sauce in there till about 5 o'clock. Let it cook for a couple hours, the sauce. And then I will put everything together, have it all in the oven by 6, and everybody eat by 7. That is the plan. And while I was in there, I realized I am out of tinfoil to put over my lasagna. So I'm going to get some cookie sheets, put it over my lasagna, and leave it at that. And then when I'm ready to brown the cheese on the top, I'll move up the tray, put the lasagna up there, take the cookie sheets off, and then brown the cheese. So I'll brown the cheese for about a half hour. Um, so maybe about a quarter after 7, 7:30, dinner will be done. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. All right, let's go in there. I apparently cannot drink because I just got tea all the way down my mouth. I got a hole in my lip somewhere. Oh, I got another like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can do that. You can do that. Well, my channel originally started out with diamond art, but since I can't do my diamond art, I do my cooking and gaming and my cleaning. Oh! So let's go back in, see if he's done with the onions. I hope he is. Usually he comes out and gets me, so we'll see if we're done with the onions. No, he has not started the onions, so I'm going to start the peppers. Yeah, did you? Oh, usually you come and get me.
I wanted to say my legs are hurting.
Okay. All right, thank you. You already did the onions. You didn't come and get me and tell me. So we're going to go do the onions. His legs are hurting really bad because he did a really long walk. So his legs are pretty sore right now. So we're going to check on the hamburger. Hamburger. We're going to check on the hamburger. And it's cooking down nicely. So I got some frozen pieces in there. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. So this will thaw out more. Still some frozen pieces in there, so we're going to turn it down. Let it cook that way because like with my sloppy joe, I still wanted a little pink when I put it in the crock pot, so the seasonings and everything and the what is the temperature outside? That's a good question. Give me a second and I'll answer that question. Oh, maybe I can look here and see what it says. It's in the 90s, I believe. It is 91 degrees outside. Monday, it's going to be super, super hot. All right. There are the onions that he chopped up for me. I really don't think I made enough noodles. I should have gone with my instinct. I did 3 boxes. I really don't think I made enough lasagna, so I am going to end up making probably another box of lasagna before the end of it, because I really don't think I made enough. But I don't want this lasagna sticky either. So I'm gonna put more cold water on it. Keep putting cold water on it because I do not want this lasagna sticking before I get it together. So I'm gonna keep it nice and moist because I do not want the stuff to stick. All right, now, we are going to find my big pan. I don't know what they did with it. Oh, what are you guys doing with my pan? There it is. I think I found it. I think. And I did. There we go. Alright. We're going to put the onions in here. I think I'm all done with my sauces. I can probably put all those up. Alright, I am going to open up one of these cans. Tomato sauce. And put tomato sauce in here. A little bit of tomato sauce. I'm also going to put some apple cider vinegar in there and butter. As soon as I figure out where my apple cider vinegar went to. Oh, dear me. Oh, where did you guys put my vinegar? There it is. Found it. It's right above the stove. We're going to put some cider vinegar in there. Bless you. Miss Leo is sneezing. And then we're going to put some pepper in there. And we're going to put some butter. Butter. And then we are going to get my peppers and onions or my peppers wherever they are. You guys know where my peppers are? What you guys do with my peppers? Go see if they're in the other fridge. All right, as soon as I come back with the peppers, this will go on. Miss Leo, he came and said, bless you. He did. She's looking right at me, too. He said, bless you. You say, bless you? There's Miss Leo. Say hi, Miss Leo. Say hi. She's such a pretty kitty. Waiting right outside the kitchen. Look at you, just waiting right outside the kitchen like a good girl. Yes, you are. Such a good girl, Miss Leo. She's ignoring me. She does not like the camera on her. Hi. I tricked you. I tricked you. Got your attention, huh? Oh, Miss Leo. Here we go. There was a little shot of Miss Leo. Being such a good girl waiting out there. Create a highlight so I can do the highlight of Miss Leo. Oh, yeah. No, we have not seen her. I still don't know what happened to her. And that hamburger is still unthawing, and I am unthawing. That makes no sense. Oh, the hamburger is thawing a little bit still. And here are my peppers. I should have a yellow pepper too.
I think you already used it.
No, I had two.
I haven't found any.
Come on, I know I bought two yellow peppers. Nope, they're over here. They never got put in the refrigerator. Found my yellow pepper. And I found my green pepper. Remember when I said I bought green peppers and I knew I did? I found it. I got my yellow pepper and my green pepper and my red pepper. So, I got all my peppers this time. I could not find my green pepper yesterday. I just found it. Which is sad because I always put all three peppers in the stuff that I make, especially my pasta. But it is what it is. Okay. Now that we got that, I'm going to grab my knife. Here. And grab my knife. We're going to start cutting peppers. Or it's my red pepper, I'm sorry. I had green, I think I had green and yellow yesterday. It was the red that I thought I was missing. So that's why I got two red peppers, because nobody could find my red peppers yesterday. So I did not have my red peppers in there. That's what it was. Trying to figure out, I only got one green, two red, and one yellow, and that would be why. So it is what it is. I was going to make two separate dishes. I'm not going to. it's gonna have everything in it, and if there's only 2 people in the house that do not like peppers in their stuff, and that's not willing to pick it out, and that is me and my son, Kenneth. So it's either we eat it, or we find something else to eat. And there's plenty in the house to eat, so that's probably what's going to end up happening, is we're going to find something else to eat. Because I don't feel like making a whole new sauce. And I would have to make a whole new spaghetti sauce, and I'm not going to do that. I do usually put mushrooms in my lasagna as well, and I forgot mushrooms. So we are not putting mushrooms in my spaghetti sauce. So I did forget my mushrooms. So I am quite sad about that. Hi Anthony, how you doing today? Thank you for joining me. And off my hamburger, I'm gonna put my stuff in another bowl. My noodles in a bowl, so straight out my hamburger. I miss Leo. Almost cut my finger. That's why I try not to do it this way. Because this is like the third time I've almost cut my finger. Thank God for my nail. Because it's very hard for me to just